I'd like to take a few minutes and give you an overview of the projects that were completed in 2012, highlighting the areas of streets, stormwater, water, and sidewalks. This map should look familiar to everyone. It can be found on the village's website under the Construction Updates tab. Clicking on a project on the map will take you to any of our projects where you'll find information about the project, who to contact, and updated project status information. Over the past couple of years, we have been making some improvements in the way we communicate about our projects to the community and to the residents of the project's effect, starting with information like this available on the website, detailed project information, project meetings with residents, communications to their homes, door hangers, and a variety of methods to get hold of everyone, including e-news, where they can subscribe to text updates with weekly updates about their particular project that they subscribe to. We made a significant investment in our street system this year in 2012. Over $7.5 million were invested in the streets in reconstructions. Over $4.3 million were invested for street maintenance, and over $70 million were in infrastructure was constructed by agencies other than the village, and I'd like to highlight those for you. The village issued $25 million in bonds this year to reconstruct streets that because of their condition we could not continue to maintain. This is the plan we discussed during our budgeting sessions the past 2 years and are reflected on this table. I'm pleased to report significant progress this year with the completion of Nottingham, Valley View, and Grove Street, shown here on this table in red. We're in the process of completing the construction drawings for Conqueror Square Unit 2 and Oak Grove Unit 3, both to be completed in 2013 and shown in the table in blue. This is a picture from the Nottingham project showing curbs that are in the process of getting ready for construction. This is a more completed street section in Nottingham. And this is a completed street section in Valley View where we've highlighted in the photo some of the traffic calming aspects we've incorporated into all of our projects, street construction, as well as some of our maintenance projects this year. This is a project, this is actually Carpenter Street, the extension of Grove Street onto Carpenter. We highlighted this project at our last council meeting, and this shows you also the traffic calming measures we incorporated into this project, as well as the stormwater quality improvements. We constructed a total of 7.3 lane miles of roads this year with these 3 projects. We resurfaced a total of 18.9 lane miles of streets this year, as well as performed crack sealing and patching under these contracts shown on this table. This photo shows the finished product on 56th Street at Deer Path as an example of one of our resurfacing projects. This table, these pie charts we talked about at our long-range financial planning during budgeting session this year, and show the numerical results of our investment in the street system the past 2 years. The pie chart on the left shows the pavement condition ratings for the village's streets, the accumulation of all of them together in 2010, and the one on the right shows their condition at the end of 2012 after the work we've done the past 2 years. The percentage of streets falling in the worst 3 categories decreased from 22% to 16%, and the percentage falling in the good category increased from 25% to 35%. I'm going to switch gears and talk about 2 of our major projects where we had other agencies invest in the community this year. Belmont is one of the larger projects. The Belmont Underpass was completed this year and open to traffic. It was a $60 million investment by Metra, the state of Illinois, DuPage County, and the Illinois Commerce Commission. This project provides improvements in mobility and safety for motorists and improves emergency response and enhances commuter travel in the community. The other significant project completed in the village this year is this project on 75th Street, which was done by DuPage County from Lyman to I-355, which was a lane widening, intersection improvements, and updated the traffic control, all the traffic signals along this corridor. Switching to stormwater, we completed over $3 million of stormwater projects this year, which included capital maintenance, high priority projects, and storm sewer replacements. The capital maintenance category included 2 stream bank stabilization projects along St. Joseph's Creek, and we are also in the early project stages for 2 headwall replacements and 2 restoration projects, including Kensington Place and the recently approved contract for Valley View. The total cost of these projects is about $1.5 million. This project shows one of those 2 projects on St. Joseph's Creek. In 2012, we completed over 4,200 feet of stream bank stabilization work. These are the projects that were completed that were identified as high priority stormwater projects in the community investment plan. One of these projects is the Second and Cumner project, which we've talked about at past council meetings. This was a stormwater detention project and also provided a lot of water quality enhancements and neighborhood improvements. And this project, we just found out today, won its 2nd award, was recognized by the American Public Works Association as an outstanding project. This year, we also completed 2 storm sewer replacement projects, one at Oakwood Avenue and one in the area of Wisconsin and Janes for a cost of $773,000. We're going to talk a little bit about our water system improvements that were done this year. We completed over $6 million of investment in our water system, which included water main replacements and refurbishment of the Maple Avenue water tank. The water main replacements were completed under these 5 contracts for almost 5 miles of water main that were replaced throughout the village. This work was done in conjunction with street reconstructions, as you see here with Nottingham, Valley View, and Grove, as well as some street resurfacing work. We also substantially completed the refurbishing of the Maple Avenue Tower. This 1.5 million gallon tank was constructed about 24 years ago. And in the process of this work, we are cleaning and recoating the interior and exterior of the tank and completing safety and operational improvements so this tank will have a long life and continue to serve us for a long time. These are some additional project photos that show some of the work on the inside of the tank as well as the outside. We delayed the start of construction of this project because of the earlier drought we had this year. So we are just completing the interior painting. We're planning to be refilling it over the winter, and then they'll come back in the spring and do the outer coat of paint on this tank. In 2012, we constructed 2 miles of new sidewalks. And when you include the sidewalk maintenance work that was done, we invested over $700,000 in our public sidewalk system this year. You can see the ADA improvements that we put with all of our sidewalk and road maintenance projects. In summary, I think we had a very successful year with our capital program this year. We completed approximately $20 million of capital projects on time and within budget. Of the projects we've closed out, which is the majority of them, the total changes for the award amounts has been a reduction of about $60,000 out of that $20 million, or about 0.3% change to the better for the village. And this is a result of good work by our engineering staff on both the design and the construction phases of the projects. We also had a significant investment in the community by other entities this year, which benefits our residents. Through all of this work, we have reduced our long-term maintenance cost and improved safety and reliability of all of our systems.